Cricket started at 5, 6, 7 years old for us. Earliest memories of cricket was back street. Dad making us a bat out of a piece of wood, putting together, buying a tennis ball and having 6 weeks of cricket in the back street. We were content. We didn't have a lot. In fact, we had very little. Dad worked in the mills. Mum was at home. Dad worked nights. We all had his meal at 6 o'clock. My dad being into joinery and stuff, got a block of wood and put 3 broom handles in and made us a set of wickets. So whereas everybody else played with crates, milk crates and stuff, we actually had a set of wickets. Because we were bussed out, we didn't have school friends, because our school friends were all 3.5, 4 miles away. Just to integrate 9 kids was a bit foolish, if you ask me. Out of the 9, there was 3 of us that played cricket, and we took on cricket at 11, 12 and 13-year-olds, and we never lost a game for the school. I ended up playing first team cricket at 14 going on 15. In the Bradford League First Division, and we were playing players like Phil Carrick, David Bairstow, at that time, Shahid Mahboob. Some of the players I've played against have gone on to become cricketing legends. In Mohammed Yusuf was Yusuf Yohana when he came, and VVS Laxman, and Dilip Vengsarkar, Vinod Kamble, Mohammed Hafiz. These people have gone on to become Mark Gretbach, Martin Crowe. Played against Simon Dool. My all-time greatest hero was Richard Hadley and Dennis Lilly. They were 2 of my, 2 bowlers that I really wanted to be. Richard Hadley especially, because it wasn't a case of being quick, it was a case of what you can do with the ball for me. You look at 51% of cricket played in the country is 51% South Asian community, but you can only count on one hand those that have actually made county cricket. I'm a cricketer, I've played for 30 years, are we welcome everywhere? The statement that I've had a lot of in my life, but Nas, you're all right. And my answer to that is that an insult or a compliment? The realism is, where do we feel comfortable? Do we feel comfortable going to a club that is run by a bar? It wasn't as big a thing for me as you'd anticipate. Had it been the mighty Khan, or had it been Wasim or Waka, it might have made a massive difference to my life. There was no cultural sensitivity to what they were doing. But the picture that I still remember is Sachin with a flat cap and a pint of bitter in his hand. There wasn't an open arms policy in the Bradford League before the 80s. Like I said, mine's 83, I started, and I was a one-off. The inner city teams probably had the odd 1 or 2 playing, whereas anything that was out of city had nobody. Tea time was a barrier because everybody was used to the ham and beef sandwiches, and then little Nasser turned up and said, I can't eat that. I couldn't say I eat halal meat because that meant explaining what halal meat was. Now at that time I probably didn't know myself, but I got told from home that don't eat any meat, so I told them I didn't eat meat, therefore okay, we'll make you a cheese sandwich. I remember playing Ben Ridding. I didn't get home till 11:30, and when I got home, I got chitter. I got done. Where have you been? Mum, I've been to every pub on the way back from Ilkley. Can't say that to your parents, can you? So what do you say? 14, I had my bag. I went to players' entrance and it was locked. So I walked back around and walked through the club. But somebody driven past at the time I walked out of the club. By the time I got home, all hell had broke loose. I got home and my mum threw my bag in the bin, and my dad gave me loads about why did you go, and I said, Dad, but I went to play cricket. Yeah, but so-and-so's come to our house saying you've just come out of a pub. The embarrassment my dad had of me walking out of that club, he sat me down with my dad, God bless his soul, and he explained it to me. He says, look, people don't see you as playing cricket. If you walk out of the pub or a club, they see you as being to the pub.